Power has never been a federated thing. Under the unamended Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, second schedule, item 13, federal government was in charge of on-grid in terms of generation, transmission, and distribution, while states specifically had powers in respect of areas not covered by a national grid under the unamended version of the Constitution. But under the anomaly we had was under the Electric Power Sector Reform Act, now repealed, it was centralized. It was centralized to a ridiculous extent that we now had items that ought not to be the burden of the federal government being given to the federal government. For instance, Rural Electrification Agency, Rural Electrification Fund. Under the unamended Constitution, rural electrification connotes rural. It is off-grid. But the act was going against the Constitution. We pointed it out. I pointed it out, but nobody was listening. And now, federal government was now concerning itself with issues as mundane as solar, wind in the rural areas, in the communities. That was not going to be sustainable, and the cost was humongous, not done transparently. From inception, that was why the first thing that happened with the Rural Electrification Agency and Fund was the issue of corruption and embezzlement. That happened years back, 2013. I'm not going to mention names. Like I said in another studio, if you Google it, you're going to see the name of a junior brother of a powerful banker who was the chairman of House Committee on Power. It was about this Rural Electrification Agency, Rural Electrification Fund. Recently, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to sack the MD of Rural Electrification Agency. Rural Electrification Agency and Fund, to me, was just a job for the boys. Somebody will come from Abuja to come and put solar panel in your father's village in Ijegun, in Alabata, my father's ancestral home. What's the business of the federal government with rural electrification? Those should be considered to state, and state can team up with the local government. We even said it could be as reasonably structured for like getting, we have 774 local government. If a local government generates 1 megawatt in 2 years, in the 4-year tenure of the regime, each local government in Nigeria will generate 2 megawatts, multiplied by 774. That will be about double the size of the current megawatt that we have. It's not the state government that's going to bring the money down. State government will bring investors and other players to scale down, and they invest in mini grids, small grid, off-grid, extensive solarization. That frees up the space in terms of the megawatt that we have at the federal government.